Yo, what's up everybody? I'm Akeem Lawanson, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, we tell you why the next SpiderVerse movie is getting delayed, currently removed from Sony Pictures' release calendar. Now, Loki Season 2's trailer is here, and we noticed a few similarities between the upcoming season and the SpiderVerse franchise. Now, Arthur the Aardvark is in trouble in Florida, plus a whole lot more in today's Fix. Let's drop it. Now, it looks like it's official, true believers. Spider-Man Beyond the SpiderVerse has been delayed indefinitely. Now, Sony Pictures has jumbled up a bunch of its movie release dates, pushing films slated for release this year to sometime in 2024. But where movies like Kraven the Hunter got bumped to August 30th, 2024 from its initial October 2023 release date, Miles and his Spidey friends haven't gotten a firm release date at all. Now, according to Variety, the cast of the animated film weren't able to complete VO recording before the initial March 29, 2024 release, and with the ongoing writers and actors strike, it's up in the air when they'll be back in the booth to record. But it goes a lot deeper than that report. It's been rumored that animation on Beyond the SpiderVerse hasn't even started. Now, in an interview conducted by Vulture, an experienced artist who has apparently worked on big budget animations for various studios claimed there's no way Sony Pictures will hit its 2024 release date. Now, the interview was apparently conducted in May, a month before the release of Across the Spider-Verse, with the artist saying, quote, "They've announced that Beyond the Spider-Verse will be released in March of next year. I've seen people say, oh, they probably worked on it at the same time. There's no way that movie's coming out then. There's been progress on the pre-production side of things. But as far as the production side goes, the only progress that's been made on the third one is any exploration or tests that were done before the movie was split into two parts. Everyone's been fully focused on Across the Spider-Verse and barely crossing the finish line. And now it's like, oh yeah, we now have to do the other one." Whew. Now, the artist who spoke with Vulture remained anonymous for obvious reasons, so we'll have to take that with a grain of salt. But given the way things have shaken out with Beyond the Spider-Verse now being removed from Sony Pictures' upcoming release calendar, well, there might be some validity to that particular person's claims. Now, elsewhere in the Spider-Man universe, we've got a release date for the third Venom movie, which is still untitled, but is now slated for a July 12, 2024 release date. And to be quite honest with y'all, these dates could change depending on the strikes. But the fact that Beyond the Spider-Verse doesn't have a release date leads us all to believe that the sequel isn't as far along as it seemed. Now, first off, it's really ambitious to think you can release an animated film a year later when animation supposedly hadn't even begun. And as an audience member, this really stings as we pretty much watched an unfinished movie that was billed originally as a two-part film. Now, you think Sony Pictures would have been working on both at the same time, then create a rollout plan when both films are already completed so that there's no interruption in its release schedule. So I'm inclined to believe that anonymous source that Vulture interviewed about the Sony Pictures animation team focusing primarily on Across the Spider-Verse before moving on to Beyond the Spider-Verse. And now that the film has been removed from its upcoming release schedule, this will buy the animators more time to work on the second part of the film. Now, who knows how long we'll have to wait to see this next one. It's a bummer, but you know what? We have no choice but to wait. Now, let us know your thoughts on this down below, and let's discuss. In other Marvel news, we got the Season 2 trailer for Loki coming to Disney+. Now, the God of Mischief is back, and this time it appears he's slipping through time, which is likely due to the events of Season 1, where the multiverse was pretty much cracked wide open and scrambled like an omelet. Now, in the trailer, Loki's suffering from what is dubbed time slipping, which is reminiscent of what we've seen in the Spider-Verse films, where someone begins to glitch out due to them being in the wrong dimension. Now, with this, Loki's seen jumping to various different points in the timeline without explanation. Now, there's quite a lot going on in this 2-minute plus trailer, including a brief glimpse of Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror. Now, we also see various other TVA employees like Miss Minutes going Gigantamax. It's actually pretty dope. Again, there's tons happening in this trailer, and I'm sure someone here at IGN is cooking up a breakdown of everything which you'll be able to check out. In the meantime, look forward to Loki Season 2 coming to Disney Plus October 6th. This one's a weird one. And finally, in some very, very weird news that's kind of unexpected, looks like a Florida man, that's right, a Florida man wants to ban the children's book Arthur due to claims of it damaging the souls of children. Now, a member of the Clay County School District community in Florida filed a challenge to the 1989 kids' book Arthur's Birthday. Now, the Florida man, now when you say that, when a story starts like that, you already know where this is going. It can't be anything good. The Florida man filed the grievance because in the book, Francine gives Arthur a bottle that has Francine's spin the bottle game written on it. Now, the Florida man said in his grievance, written in all capital letters, so you know he's serious and not close to being deranged, quote, "It is not appropriate to discuss spin the bottle with elementary school children. This book is found in all/almost all district schools. Spin the bottle, not okay for K through 5 kids." He actually wrote it like that in true caveman fashion. Wow. Now, it's really odd that this guy has so much time on his hands to file this complaint. Like, the book's been out for several decades. Like, why is it suddenly a problem? Spin the bottle isn't even something that kids do anymore, let alone know what it even means. It's as old as 7 Minutes in Heaven and just as irrelevant to children. Now, let's just hope this guy doesn't catch wind of the Spin the Bottle board game Hasbro released back in 1968, which was advertised as fun for the whole family. That's big yikes. But as for Arthur, a district spokesperson told the Daily Beast this Arthur book and 44 other titles are all currently under review, pending an oversight by the committee. So the Florida man might just get his wish. Again, too much time on this guy's hands, clearly. All right, and that was your fix of entertainment news for today. I'm Akeem Lawanson, and thank you all so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.